police sexual violence against women. It is startling to see this banner flying over Toronto, and all the more so because a group of police women are behind it. They've joined together to fight what they say is a policing culture that allows female officers to be abused. Good evening. I'm from the Burlington airstrip where that chopper took off, and the allegations are disturbing. Harassment, derogatory sexual comments, and sexual assault. Those are just some of the things some policewomen say they have had to endure on the job from their colleagues. And they say their complaints go nowhere because the very system that should protect them is stacked against them. One woman in particular is leading the charge with this banner. Here is her story.
I was sexually assaulted by a detective that I trusted. He grabbed me and he kissed me. He shoved his tongue down my throat so hard. I was shocked. I was in a state of shock.
Effie Zarabi was a police officer stationed at Toronto's 51 Division. That incident she just described is one example of ongoing misogyny she claims female police officers face on a regular basis.
I've had married officers who would text me, ask to have sex with me, or ask me about my body parts, sending them photos, or they would ask what other officers look like in the change room.
Other female officers, to also seeing derogatory comments written on posters or things that are around the station, pornography magazines at work. It's all part of the culture that women don't feel safe in. To prove her point, Effie provided CityNews with screen grabs of sexualized and racist texts and photos she claims were from male colleagues. They are too graphic to air. After 10 years of policing, she says she couldn't take it anymore. Finally, in 2018, I came forward and I filed a human rights complaint because I thought that it's time to do something. We have to do something. I don't want to work in an environment where I'm contributing to this. I am complicit to this type of abuse. Effie's human rights complaint lists the Toronto Police Service, the board and union, as well as several officers. She is currently on stress leave, forced out, she says, from the job she loved.
Do you think that the majority of female police officers experience this?
Yes.
These two officers have joined with Effie and were at the Burlington airstrip to watch the chopper and banner take off. They too have chilling allegations.
I was put into the epicenter of rape culture, and it is not a place where a woman can survive.
Vulnerable, degrading, and dehumanizing of females.
There is precedence. In 2016, the RCMP settled 2 class action lawsuits after hundreds of female officers and employees came forward detailing decades of harassment. Payouts could cost taxpayers $100 million.
We failed you. We hurt you. For that, I'm truly sorry.
Effie knows her complaint could take years and cost her hundreds of thousands of dollars. She raised most of the money to pay for this $22,000 banner, in part by selling her engagement ring with her fiancé's blessing.
Until our police chiefs and the police board start supporting women, we won't see any change. So it has to come from the top. And until they acknowledge it and they want to make change, it's going to be a long fight. But we're ready.
It's important to note the female police officers tell me there are more good male police officers than bad, but they need them to break the culture of silence as well and speak out. And they need those in charge to listen and act. As for the Toronto Police, they responded to the banner with a statement to CityNews saying, in part, any allegations of sexual harassment are serious and acknowledged there is more work to do and that, quote, changing the culture of any large organization does not happen overnight.